So, episode 14 starts off the second half of the season, and I gotta be honest, the way it's broken up, it almost feels like it's a whole, another season. So, I thought I would go ahead and just start off with a reaction to whatever the second half of season one holds for us. So, without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it. And we got a whole new intro here for the second half of the season. And I gotta be honest, I'm just checking it out for the beginning. But I don't think it sounds as catchy as the intro for the first half of the season does. Of course, like everything, whether it's entertainment or foot fungus, things can grow on you. And I've also switched from Funimation to Crunchyroll for the second half of season one, just to see if that makes a difference. I'm always looking for that total experience. I want to see what's out there, try to get the best version. And I don't know if it's with WIT, the production company, or if it's just the switch from Funimation to Crunchyroll, but I feel like maybe they've just turned up the animation quality a little bit. Like, we got some nicer, what I would say is depth in the animation than I felt like we had, at least in the intro. That's all I've seen so far. But I don't know, I'm curious, like, more experienced watchers of Attack on Titan out there, did you feel like they kind of turned up the heat on the animation for the second half of season one, or is this a Crunchyroll versus Funimation difference? One thing I do know is when I watched on Funimation, they translated the lyrics of the opening song, and I don't seem to see that here on Crunchyroll. So who knows what kind of gruesomeness I'm missing on those lyrics. All right, here we go. Still can't see. The night before the counteroffensive. So this is all the preparation, I guess, for that big push back into Wall Maria and into Eren's hometown to try to get to the basement and seal off yet another hole in the wall, get more Titans out of town, take more land back from those big bad guys. Oh, and here we are at the interior, Wall Cena, and people still seem to have a whole lot of distrust about what's going on in the outer walls. I guess Rose at this point, since Maria seems to be gone. But it looks like rumors of the friendly Titan have spread and people are speculating like crazy. Because we see some of the crowd, they look enthusiastic, like this means we may be able to take our land back. Yeah, this one guy says, hey, maybe it's our savior. But something tells me that won't be universal from what we've seen so far. Plenty of people don't seem to trust Eren as the friendly Titan. Yeah, so here is, I guess, military police. And they're basically saying they think Eren is just some kind of conspiracy for the people from the outer walls to revolt against the inner walls, which, from what I've seen by now, that wouldn't necessarily be unjustified if the outer walls did kind of want a little bit better or more fair treatment from what we're seeing so far. And of course, I already got tons of conspiracy that it's human versus human is going to be the real conflict of this show sooner or later. Oh, and we're back to Pixis. Oh, they even spell Pixis's name differently here on Crunchyroll than they did on Funimation. Kind of glad I'm checking out both. But I do like the crazy guy Pixis. I like seeing him again. Looks like he's talking to the Commander Irwin from the Scouts here too. So I guess they're talking about Eren. Yeah, everybody wants Eren now. The Scouts, the military police, and the garrison. Apparently he's going to stand trial. That's not going to go good for anybody. Oh, it's just a trial to see if he goes to the Survey Corps or the military scouts. I guess the Survey are the scouts. Anyway, some things are different. I'm going to be playing catch up here, I can tell. So there's three groups. The military police, what I was calling the scouts, are now the Survey group, and then the garrison. They all three seem to want this remarkable asset of Eren the Friendly Titan. Oh, Pixis knows there are people that want to execute him right on the spot. I would imagine if this conspiracy about the inner versus outer is true, the military police are the ones that want to kill him. Also, the garrison fears him too. Yeah, Pixis makes it clear he is no friend of the military police here. And I gotta say I'm with him on this for his reasoning. At least what we've seen so far. The whispers inside Wall Cena. Pixis getting a laugh out of the situation. I love that guy. He's got the appropriate screw loose. That's what I'll say. He's crazy, but he's my kind of crazy. Looks like we're in a mess hall. Mikasa's pretty worried about what's going to happen to Eren, and we understand they've got that really strong attachment. Uh-oh, this can't be good. Somebody just came in demanding to see Mikasa and Armin. So this is a twist. They're going to be witnesses. But something makes me feel like this is going to be an ambush. Like, they don't want to just get rid of Eren. They want to get rid of his confidants, Armin and Mikasa, too. We'll have to see what happens here. Wow, the guards they're kind of showing their hand a little early here on how they feel about him. I don't think it's possible for him to get a fair trial. And he's chained up, but what good would those chains do if he just transformed? Wouldn't he just bust right through them anyway? And Eren's doing this thing where he's saying things that sound defeatist, but you know he's going to be defiant in just a moment. Or maybe not. It's got to stink in this like totally topsy-turvy situation. He's out of touch with his colleagues, doesn't know what's going on the outside. The only thing he's got going for him is it seems like Captain Levi is going to give him a chance, is on his side. So Levi doesn't seem like the kind of guy who will care what the tribunal says if it doesn't seem to be what Levi wants. So I think we might get to see some daring rescue or something. Or some last-minute testimony that wins over the tribunal. There's the crazy character in the glasses from the survey group that I said she seems a little too enthusiastic. Well, now she's happy to meet Eren. Oh, she's giving him some manacles. I guess they're taking him to his trial. I bet this trial is going to be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Hanji Zo, that's the name. I got to try to remember that name, because I think I'm going to like this character. Guys sniffing Eren. It's a real group of weirdos here in the Survey Corps. I guess you have to be a little weird to want to do what they do. Probably the deadliest assignment in all of humanity here. And the woman in the glasses is absolutely chatty here. Having a little bit of a mood swing on him there too, but she seems to be on Team Eren. I guess only time will tell there too. Whew. Quite an imposing tribunal here. Tons of like civilians, military people. It's a packed house, this military court. Looks like the whole thing's going to be an exhibition as much as it is a trial. Oh, and here we got the translations about what a military tribunal is. People told me it would be here on Crunchyroll. I didn't believe them, but they told me the truth. Of course, you got to read fast to catch all that. Don't worry, I'll watch it again. That's a pretty darn uncomfortable restraint they've got him on. He's got to squat. How can you argue for yourself if you have to squat like that? And he spots his friends, Mikasa and Armin. Hopefully that gives him a little bit of hope, some friendly faces in this very, very intimidating situation he finds himself in. This guy that seems to be the judge, he really seems like a no-nonsense kind of guy here. Got that stern beard, that stern voice. Maybe he is not here for spectacle. He's here to take care of business. Oh, and he just flat out says he holds Eren's fate in his hands. So this is a guy, like he seems like he's going to be fair from what I can tell so far, but he also seems like he's going to be very, very conservative and not really be interested in anything risky or out of the ordinary. So the purpose of the trial is to decide which of the three branches is going to get control of Eren. Okay. But we also kind of know if it's the military police, it's probably going to be execution, like summary execution. Let's hear what they have to say. Yep, they're not playing coy. They put their cards on the table. They're going to kill him if they get him. Yeah, their number one concern is civil war because they don't have to worry about Titans. They're all the way on the inside. Well, I got some bad news for you, military police. They're coming your direction if you kill Eren. It's only a matter of time. Apparently, we got a religious leader here who's not real keen on Eren, too. And then the Survey Corps, they want him. They're laying all their cards out on the table, too. So it really is a life or death decision here. Except the wild card in this card game is the Garrison. I wonder what they'll say. Promising to take back Wall Maria. That's a pretty hefty promise there. But there are going to be a lot of people at this particular tribunal that don't really give a squat about Wall Maria. Like, what's gone is gone, in their opinion. So Pixis is saying his words here. Oh man, they're going to have to take a roundabout mission too, because that boulder keeps them from going the most direct route. And this guy in the gallery is making an argument that we should probably just seal all the gates at once before any more disaster strikes. And I can't say I disagree with him. He makes a pretty good point. So now it's becoming an argument about the strategy for humanity's survival rather than what to do with Eren. Here comes Levi calling a guy a pig. Levi is not disappointing. He's being exactly what I expected him to be at this trial. Mentioning the humanitarian crisis that's going on because of this loss of land and how that could be undone, but so many people don't care. And this religious guy throwing his 2 cents in. I'm loving this argument here. All these arguments. Is this going to be like A Few Good Men? Is Captain Levi going to say, you can't handle the truth? Like this judge, he's telling him, shut up with the philosophical arguments. We got a practical matter to decide here, and that is Eren Yeager. Oh, the judge seems to want to listen to what Eren has to say about it. I love this. Of course, the judge is also throwing up, that little lack of control he had in his face, too. They are not tipping the scales too much too early here. Oh, he's going to talk to Mikasa. What's she going to say about Eren? She going to tell the truth, but make it clear? Wow. The courtroom is gasping when she says the truth, that yes, he did attack her. And even he doesn't know about this. I kind of forget about the amnesia aspect when he transforms. Ah, good for you, Mikasa. Making sure they also know about the times he saved her. Twice he saved her. That first time he showed up, and then the second time from the cannon fire when he just kind of became a skeletal shell there as a barrier. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Isn't that what Meatloaf said? How does this guy know about Mikasa's past? He's laying out that she grew up with Eren. Like, how does he know this? It's some pretty good investigation considering all the records are probably lost after that attack. Oh man, how does he know about the killing the robbers? How's this guy getting his information? This is crazy how he would even know some of this stuff. I would imagine, like, no witnesses to a lot of this, but he knows all about the whole affair where Eren helped Mikasa stab her way to freedom from the kidnappers. I have no idea how they knew that. I knew this was going to be an ambush. They're all pointing fingers at Mikasa now, accusing her of not being a human, but to be a monster. Yeah, I kind of saw this coming. Crowd, oh man, is he going to Hulk out like the Trial of the Incredible Hulk, which is a great made-for-TV movie? Is that going to happen here? You might not know this, but the Trial of the Incredible Hulk that was on TV in prime time was the first time Stan Lee had a cameo in a Marvel movie. I like this. He's putting out these softies in the center who've never even seen a Titan, and they're trying to pass judgment on the people that have to fight him multiple times. He is really calling out the military police for their somewhat paradoxical location in the center, where they're supposed to be the most well-equipped to fight, but they never fight. He was pulling pretty hard on his chains, but thank goodness he didn't, like, Hulk out. Of course, they're getting their weapons ready. They're prepared for him to do something bad. Oh, what the heck? Somebody just... Was that Levi kicking his tooth out? Oh my goodness, what the heck? Levi's just pounding on poor Eren. My first instinct is to say, not cool, Levi, but I think he's trying to prove how much control Eren has. He can take a beating like that and not turn on him. Wow. Levi's got a sadistic streak here. Treating him like a dog instead of a human? I'm not cool with that. Come on, man. This is so tough to watch. So Levi really is kind of doing the you can't handle the truth moment. Point out how many Titans he killed, but he's still no match for Levi. You gotta love Levi's cockiness, even though that brutality was a little off-putting. Oh, Levi is calling out the military police, saying if you get him, you really think you can kill him? Maybe he'll kill all of you. This makes sense. Put him in the custody of the people who can kill a Titan if need be. The military police have never even tried before. So it looks like they're going back to the decision they reached in the dungeon, presenting that to the court. Make Levi responsible for Eren's actions, take him on an expedition. This is a good move, man. The Survey Corps are also the best lawyers among humanity now, it looks like. Do they even have law schools in this civilization? Captain Levi, the Better Call Saul of Attack on Titan. Yes, he won over the judge, I think. Here we have the enthusiastic woman in the glasses and the spectacles cleaning up some of those wounds. Explaining Levi's ploy here about, yeah, we'll beat you to heck and then we'll get you. I mean, ultimately a good outcome for Eren, but what a brutal way to get it. Like, I think he made his point halfway through the beating. I don't know that Levi had to keep dishing all that out. But look at Eren. He's thankful, even though he still flinches when Levi walks by. Oh, man. Levi is an enigma, but I think I can understand why he's probably a fan favorite, too. Ooh, somebody picked up the tooth that Levi knocked out. Of course it's the lady in the glasses. Hanji. Hanji is kind of crazy, picking up spare teeth. That's a weird thing to collect there, Hanji. She's going to play dentist here. Not only are they accomplished attorneys, they now have a dentist. Of course, looks like the tooth grew back because he's got that Wolverine healing power now that he's merged with Titandom. Hey, I got to say, this is a nice, enthusiastic pick-me-up to get into the second half of the season. First half of the season ended on a high note. Second half of the season is keeping that high note going. I'm so glad I watched it. Having so much fun with this show. I'll be back with a review of episode 14 and 15. Standard review style soon. So much is going on so quick. I'm loving it. This is a great journey. I want to thank everybody who recommended this to me. Talk to you soon.